Hi, so now we've added the slug, we've also added the movie trailer. And let's take a look at the issue we have left. So we need to add the slider. So let's take a look at the slider. So first of all, on all of our pages we have a slider. So we need to add this slider on all of our pages. So we do this if we want to do this, we will add the statement which will retrieve the view from our model and all of our views. So in our code we need to get the the slider on here, in here, in here, in here, and so on. And this is actually not a good way for doing this because Django depends on dry concept, which is don't repeat yourself. So we're gonna create something called the context processor, and this context processor means that we're gonna create only one view which will retrieve those values on all of our templates. So first of all, let's open our code, and in our movie app, I'm gonna create a new file, and I'm gonna call it movie underscore context .py. So this is a .py file, and in this .py file, I'm gonna say from .models import, and I'm gonna import the movie because actually this slider contains movies, so we need to retrieve those movies in here. So first of all, I'm gonna say div slider movies, and this will take a request from us. And then now we need to return the values, those movies. So I'm gonna say the movies equal to, and I'm gonna say movie, and we say dot objects dot filter, and we need to filter those, and I'm gonna say we need so we're gonna say dot objects dot all dot order by, and we need to give them something to order by. So let's take a look at our models. So now we have the title, the description, the ID, category, language, seats, cast. Actually, we don't have the created time, and we need to add this actually. So I'm gonna add a created field. So this is the time we've added this movie into our website. So I'm gonna say models dot date time field, and we need to give it a default value which will be time zone dot now. So we need to import this time zone. So I'm gonna say from Django dot utils dot, actually I don't remember it, so let's take a look at it in Google. How can, okay, so let's keep it empty. I'm gonna do something good. I'm gonna leave Django to fix this issue for us. So I'm gonna add the created, and I'm gonna remove the default value. I'm gonna save this, and we need to comment the URL as we did before to fix the issue, the normal issue we're facing in here. So I'm gonna open the main URL, and I'm gonna comment this, and let's open our server. So I'm gonna clear the screen, and I'm gonna make migration and see what Django will tell us. So we will get an error. You are trying to add a non-nullable field created to move without a default. We cannot do this. Database needs something to populate, so we can provide you one quick, and we can try it. And let me add this. So I'm gonna choose the second one. Actually, Django should provide us with information to add a default value for using the time zone right now. So let's take a look at our field. So let's open the models.py, and this is actually a date time field So Django should provide us with those information. So now, let's import it in C. So we're gonna say from Django.utils import time zone. Yeah. And here we're gonna add the default value equal to time zone.now. And let's save. And let's take a look at the make migration command. So actually it's working. And we've got an error. It seems that you set a fixed date time and date time values as default for this field. This is maybe what you want. If you want to have the current date as default, you can use .now. So let's make migration again. Yeah, okay. So now let's migrate. And we've added this field. So let's run the server. Let's increment our menu role. And let's open the admin. So now we have created, which is default, but actually I'm gonna make this 10. So let's hit save. And this is the beauty and the beast. So let's open the John Wick, and we're gonna add this also to 1. And the Spider-Man, we're gonna change this to 7. Let's say the 3 of those movies have 3 different date times actually. So now we need to retrieve those movies in our context processor depending on this date time, because actually in the slider we will retrieve the last 3 moved. So we're gonna say order by, and we need to give it the date time field, so which is created, and we need to get only, let's say, 4. So we're gonna add a slicing like this. So now we got the latest 4 moves. Okay, so let's conclude our view. So we're gonna say return a slider movies, which is the movies actually. So now we've added, or we've created our movie context processor. Okay, so now this context processor won't work until we add it into our settings so that Django can see it clearly. So let's open settings.py and let's move down to this context processor, and we need to add ours here. So first of all, we're gonna need to add the name of our app. So our app is movie, and we need to give it the name of the context processor. So we're gonna say movie underscore context. Then we need to add the name of the function, which is slider moves. Yeah, like this. So now we've created a context processor for our moves. So now in every one of our pages we will have a context name with the name of slider moves. Okay, so now let's make sure our server is running. Okay, and now let's open the base, and in base we have actually the slider. So we need to change this and add our slider. So let's move down. So this is the slider. So we have swipe proper, and this is swiper slide. So let's do this. So actually we have 3 swiper slide. So in our movie context we will retrieve only 3. And let's take the name slider movies, and let's open the base. I'm gonna remove, or for remove, let's take a look at 2 of them to see if there is any changes between them. So they are almost the same. Okay, so now let's remove those, and let's loop over this. So I'm gonna say for over movie and the slider moves. gonna take this and 4, I'm gonna add it in here, and let's do this, and let's remove those. So now we will loop over our movies and our context processor. So we need to change this image with our movie image. So we're gonna say for movie, so I say movie.image.url, and we need the movie title, so we're gonna say movie.title, and description, so we're gonna say movie.description, and we have this to open the detail page for this movie, so we can grab this from detail view. This, where is it? Actually, it's in list view, this, so we will grab this URL and add it in here, and this is actually movie.log, and let's save this. So now let's refresh our page, and we should see the slider. Here we are. So now we have Spider-Man Homecoming, and let's open the movies. So we have this Spider-Man Homecoming. This is the first movie actually. I don't know where is the slider paginators. So let's take a look at the front end. So we have swipe paginations, but actually it's empty. I don't know why, but it is empty. Okay, but we need to add a banner for this movie. So we need to add a good banner for this movie actually. So in the models.py, we're gonna add a banner for the movie. So we have the image. Let's duplicate this and let's add banner, and we will upload this to movies_banner. So let's save this, and let's comment the movies, and let's make migration, return to provide. So we're gonna add an image string, and let's migrate, and let's apply this. So now we're gonna need to add a banner for every one of those movie. So let's add a new movie with a new banner actually. So I'm gonna add a movie. Let's take this, add it in here as dummy data, and I need this movie. Actually, it's under World Evolution. Under World Evolution. So we need to add an image and a banner. So let's open the images. So this one that downloads. This folder, the images. So we're gonna need to add the slider. We have this image, so let's add it, and let's get in one of those images. I'm sorry for this. So we're gonna paste it in here, and we're gonna also take this, and we're gonna paste it also on the desktop. So now let's move to our admin. So for the image, we're gonna choose this, and for the banner, we're gonna choose this banner. Poster, and the category is action actually, language English, the status, let's say top rated, the cast, so let's say Gary Oldman, the year of production, the year, the movie trailer, so let's add any kind of trailer, and this trailer, and created now, so let's hit save. And now let's refresh our page. Yeah, our server is not running. Actually, yeah, the URL needs to be uncommented. And now we will still see the same image, so we need to change this. So on our base, we want to add the movie.image, so we'll add the movie.banner URL. And here, let's refresh. If we get an error, there is nothing called banner. So it's actually banner. So let's refresh. So if you face this issue, we need to add a condition. So we're gonna say if, and we're gonna say movie the banner. We're gonna do this. So let's save and let's refresh. And yeah, I'm sorry. In our context processor, we will retrieve only one. So here, let's refresh. We should see our banner actually. Actually, we have, so let's open media, and now we have movies banner, and we have this poster actually. So okay, so let's try something else. So let's open our context processor and let's duplicate this and comment it, and we will say movie.objects.last to get the last value, because we don't have a slider right now. So we're gonna only retrieve one value. And in our base.html, we went loop over those. And we're gonna end this for also. And we're gonna say slider movie. And in here, we're gonna say if slider movie.banner, slider movie.banner, slider movie, slider movie. So let's save. And now let's refresh our page. So now we have our banner, we have the title, we have the description, and we have the play button. And in this play, we will add, actually this will take us to the retail page. Yeah, where we have our movie. Okay. So this is awesome. So now we've fixed the slider issue. And as we can see the slider in all the pages because we're using it as a context processor. As we can see. Okay, so this is awesome. So now let's take a look at our issues, and we now fixed the slider issues. So now we have the tags, the related movies and home. And we're gonna do all of them, but in the next lecture. See you in next lecture.